Welcome to Film 504, episode 5. We're gonna get to Nate Jackson in the second. We just want to get some that's you, Zeph, by the way.
Nice to meet you.
Nate. But I just wanted to say today's episode, we have a sponsor, is brought to you by Put a Putty. Is flossing every night an inconvenience? Or is it easy to forget to floss? I mean, who really likes to floss at all? Well, the folks at Put a Putty have made translucent putty to rub on your gums and you'll never have to floss again. You put the Put a Putty on your gums and the chemicals inside the putty, destroy whatever food you left in between your teeth and stuck in your gums. Think of it as a pesticide of food for the health of your mouth every night. Put a Putty, sold in different flavors, mint, taffy, and almond milk. So anyway, that's our sponsor tonight, today, whatever. But yeah, we've been wanting to get Nate Jackson here, aka Nature Boy, stand-up comedian, and all kinds of other different things, I suppose. But I guess when did you start? Let's start off with when did you start doing stand-up, I guess.
I want to say like 96, 97. Um, it started out with me doing open mic. Well, I first started visiting open mic at this place here in New Orleans that was called the True Brew. It was a coffee shop, the True Brew. I'll never forget. It was on the corner of Julia and Fulton Street. And
Hmm.
one of my friends turned me on to it, and I was like, man, I would love to see stand-up comedy live. So I got a chance to check it out, and it was cool. And this one particular guy stood out from like everybody. And like when I seen him, like I definitely want to try this. And but I was too scared. So it was like a little Asian guy, and he did this joke where he did the little martial arts joke, like when he talked with the Japanese voice, where he the dub over, like,
Mm.
"Damn you bastard, you killed my teacher," right? So I was like, ooh. Say me and my buddies, we joke like this all the time. So after he got off stage, I talked to him. I told him, I said, "Well, I do that sometimes with my friends." He said, "Oh, okay." He said, "You want to try it?" I said, "No, man, I can't." He said, "No, no, 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 try it." So he convinced me to do it. That following week, I went up and I performed, and lo and behold, all the older comedians or the veterans they thought I was pretty good, and they asked me to come back the next week, and I'm like, I don't know if I could do this again. I was just, and I wind up doing it again. Next thing you know, it started becoming a regular thing. And this one guy walked up to me. He's another comedian. He said, "Hey, are you serious about this, or are you just joking around?" So now I feel like I got to make an executive decision, right?
Mm.
I said, I guess I'm serious. I'm glad you said that because I want to book you on the show because I think you're funny. I'm gonna give you some flyers. I'm gonna give you some tickets to sell, and I'm also pay you at the door. I mean, from the door. And ever since then, my name been moving around a little bit.
That's cool, yeah.
Mhm.
Because of course, you still host open mic at Howlin' Wolf every Thursday, correct?
Yes, yes. Comedy Gumbo is my show. Yep,
Right.
it's my weekly residency show. We just celebrated our 14-year anniversary actually, and for the first time in the 14 years, we were recognized by the mayor of New Orleans, Latoya Cantrell. Recently, she gave us a plaque, and me and other two guys who run the show, Carrie B and Red Bean.
Mm.
And so I thought that was so nice to be recognized from the city, and it was really nice.
Yeah, I thought I saw something on Facebook with you with like you getting perhaps the key to the city or the plaque or what have you or something. But
It was a plaque. Yeah,
yeah.
they don't want to give me the key. I don't want to just show me the house and be like, "Oh no, this nature boy." Yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, so I was thankful for that, and I read what they put on there, and it was really nice. It was saying that the city of New Orleans was thanking us for being ambassadors in the city of New Orleans, helping the city heal through hard times, through laughter and stuff like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
so I feel good.
That's good. That's awesome. So yeah, you You have any questions as of now, Yusef?
Well, just like I love comedy personally. I always wanted to do it, but I just I never had the nerve to do it, you know? Like I even went as far as writing out bits and routines and practicing them in front of a mirror and stuff, but I just never had like the courage to actually go up and do anything.
Well, that's how it happens. That's how it happened with me. I was like, because I was shy. I grew up shy, didn't really want to talk as much. And I think that's probably what I used, that being quiet all the time. I used that as a sponge and I absorbed it. So now I'm at the point now I'm fearless. I can talk in any circle about any event, any anything, any gathering, and whatever. But I was scared too. When I got on stage, everything raced through my mind. Like, like when you're on stage and you're performing, you can always blame somebody if it don't go right. If you're in the band, you can blame the saxophone player, you can blame the bass player, or something's wrong with something else. But when you're the only one, you can't look at the microphone like, "Hey, why you just standing here? You could be helping." you know, you
You could
know.
blame the audience.
Well, some comedians do that. That's a cruel way of getting out of you a bad joke.
Right, right.
That's the escape joke thing, when nothing else failed. Hey, what's wrong with y'all?
You guys don't know comedy.
What's that? I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying you could say something like you guys don't know comedy. Like I
Yeah.
know I think Larry David was famous for doing that when he used to do stand up. He would have like a rough set and he would just storm off stage and say, "You people don't know what's funny."
Boy, Larry Davis is well in general. That guy.
Yeah.
He is what you would call a true New Yorker.
Right, right.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like
that dude.
those first few times that you went up when you were like more shy and kind of not sure of yourself as a comedian, did you ever incorporate that into your act? Like that whole like nervousness?
Not really, because I'm gonna tell you something. Now that I'm older and doing comedy for a long time, I sometimes do it every once in a while. But early on, I didn't. And one of the reasons I'm gonna tell you why I didn't. Um, in my culture, black people, for some apparent reason, we don't like to be vulnerable. I don't know why we don't like to show. We don't like to take the Barbie house and turn it around and show what's really going on. Now, to my Caucasian cousins, y'all would do that in a minute. Like I've seen comedians get up there. Well, my mom's out here. She's a slut, and my dad, he's a and they'll be like, "What? Did he just say that?" You know, or they'd be like, well, I'm going through therapy. Black people like, I don't know if I want to share all that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They might know therapist. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, I got more fearless about who I am, what I'm about, and it's almost like you ever seen the Eminem movie of 8 Mile?
Yeah.
Like how like when they were doing the battle, took everything from the guy. He took all the weapons from him. He said, "What you want to talk about? This? You want to talk about that? You want to talk about that?" And the
Right.
guy had nothing to talk about. So now I'm at the point in life, even with my comedy, I will make fun of myself. And like, so if anybody's thinking I'm lame, would you think I'm lame because of this? And we all gonna laugh about it.
Right.
So, but I love it though, man.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good. You've been doing it for a good while now. Um, yeah. Just real quick to also have our little quote of the day, well, joke of the day is from a comedian from, I guess, Mount Rushmore of comedians, Richard Pryor. This one says, the motherfuckers say, hey, man, if they had a nuclear war, they wouldn't have to drop no bombs. All they have to do is tell us they're not going to. Then they'll announce to us, find the fallout shelters. But ain't a motherfucker here that knows where one's at. Right. Oh, shit. Oh, wait a minute. I knew where it was in high school. They said we'll have a half an hour warning. That ain't enough time. I want at least 9 or 10 months.
Richard Pryor is one of my favorites. I tell you, he has got to be on the top of the pyramid, because growing up as a black kid, you don't see too many comedians that are like, all right, so comedians are very funny in general, but
Mm.
Richard, he was so polished, so well rounded. He could do a German accent. He could talk about what's going on in the hood and make it funny. He can do some stuff about white culture and talk about some stuff. And he could put you on some stuff like, oh, I didn't know that. He can educate you. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying? Important in my world. I don't want to just be entertained only. I do want to be educated. You know, so I
No, yeah.
think Dave Chappelle said it best when he said, if you're a comedian and you're not that great, and you're not great or good at all, at least exit the stage and be interesting. At least be interesting. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And so, but that's what I'm saying. Richard was just so like, um, to me, he had such a impact on the stuff that on stuff that he did that made me laugh. Like still to this day, I think the best movie he's ever made. He's made a lot of movies. The best movie he ever made was JoJo Dancing, a movie about his life, where he played his own self. That's really unheard of right now.
Yeah, I heard about that movie. I never seen it.
You got to see that, man. I'm saying that's one of the movies. Like if it's in the house and you're sweeping, like you see it, you just sit down and you're gonna watch it again. Like this is my favorite part. And I gotta get back to work.
Yeah.
But yeah, but Richard Pryor is very funny, man. And that quote you just said, I can see him doing that. You know, with that '70s, that late '70s, early '80s kind of like
Right.
jive talk. Man,
Mhm.
what?
Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't gonna try to do his rhythm or whatever, even though I mean I love it.
I'm not that green
I
headed,
read
man.
it as sort of straight possible, if you will, but a little anyway, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Um, well, there's still a Richard Pryor Live on Netflix that I've watched like 5 times. It's from like the late 70s or something. And it's just so great because I mean, yeah, I watch it
He,
once every blue moon. And he even says what he's like his dad died having sex while having sex.
yeah.
And, and he's like, and then after that shit, nobody wanted to mess with that woman.
Oh yeah. Yeah. She can give it away.
Yeah, right. He's like, come on, you want something? He's like, no, I heard about what happened to last motherfucker.
Oh my God. That's funny. That's man. And like this the funny part about it is just that is true. You
Right.
know, the funny part about you can make up a story because I do a lot of what ifs and if this could happen situations, but when something really happened, those are the funniest things, man. Um, and I think some of my personal favorite jokes when I'm on stage are the stuff that talk about my childhood and growing up in the hood and stuff that I've experienced. And so I'm gonna tell you, man, the truth is the funniest thing. It never fails. It never fails. It never fails flat. Never fails short because it can carry itself. It's the truth.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, definitely with Pryor, he was being just honest. Like he's telling, hey, this is what happened, man. And then it's just in his own unique, it obviously would come out like just
Going back to what we just was talking about, I think he was one of the very first comedians that is of black descent that was being vulnerable. Talking about his drug addiction and stuff like that, and stuff. So I thank God for him because he was so funny, man. I wish I would have met him. I never met him. I always want that's somebody I really wish I could at least had seen him live. At least I've never seen
mm,
him live. If I couldn't even shake his hand just to see him live to say I breathe the same air as him, he was one of them.
yeah. Yeah. Do you go to see other like shows like or when they come in town? I don't know how often, but
I do my best. Yeah, I try to do
yeah.
my best to go check out some of the other comedians because I like to support people, whether they're national, local, international. I try to support people when I'm not working because I think the art is important. The art of comedy and the craft of it, is very important. A lot of times people tell me like, I know people have their base. People say, "Oh, this is my guy. This is my girl. This is who I like." And I try to urge people try to support comedy. Like some of my friends might tell me, "When you performing again? I'm performing this day." but we have the show going on with so and so. We're like, oh no, well, let me know. I said, no, if you support comedy, you support me. Because that's how it starts. You can't just I appreciate that you're a me guy. And because a lot of time when you people are only for one person, they'll get up and leave after he's gone. And the show is still going on. And sometimes we do that, like me and Carrie B and Red Bean, we do Comedy Gumbo. If we have a guy that bring in a whole bunch of people, we tend to put him closer to the end. You know what I'm saying? If he's like a strong guy, he's definitely gonna be at the end. But if he's not as strong, but we feel, he have a lot of people, we're gonna put him closer to the end. You know what I'm saying? Because we want people to stay. We definitely want people. And like even with Comedy Gumbo, we try to arrange the show uh according to a lot of comedians' strengths and weaknesses. So it's a strategy. So somebody might come there, he might not be as strong, but we could place him in between two guys that are pretty decent, that'll give hope to the rest of the audience, like it's gonna get better. Or he might could ride off of their energy and he can do better than what he normally do. So it's a strategy between me, Caribbean Red Bean. We've been doing comedy like a long time. We've worked with a lot of different big name artists and stuff like that. So this is our Comedy Gumbo is our show where we give back to the community. And it's pro-am, professional and amateur. So you get comedians that are new and new to Comedy Gumbo, and some are just on the road working on new material and so forth, stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I used to do it a couple of years ago. It was
Yeah,
fun.
man.
Yeah, I know. It's just unfortunate that I work every Thursday evening.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Well, that'll happen.
as time comes, I mean, I need to get more attuned with because my main thing, and as my friend Yusef, is that filmmakers, screenwriters, uh, etc. But of course, I enjoyed that avenue of stand up too, because just anything creative that I like doing.
Yes, you got to go with it.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Um,
you got to answer that call. You got to listen to it. When you got that creativity going on, that bug, you have to answer to it. You have to listen to it. So I get it. Believe me, I do. I've done some movies and commercials, so I know. I totally understand.
yeah, but yeah, I'm just generally speaking trying to. That's what part of this, or a lot of this little podcast we do is about. Generally speaking, creativity and all, but um, filmmaking, have you, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, everything. Obviously, stand-up comedy is one big thing. Um, but yeah, well, I got a couple questions for you as far as just things we've been going over the last few weeks, just to switch gears. Um, do you believe in ghosts?
Ghosts.
Have you ever
Hmm.
experienced, or do you believe in it, or what?
I believe there's another side, right? I've never experienced it. I heard some stories. I believe that is a possibility, and I believe that from my experience, I think like because I haven't seen, I think they just haven't revealed themselves. I haven't seen anything move in front of me. I haven't seen anything that looks soft and silky and see through yet.
Mhm.
So I think it's
Yeah,
possible. There's another side. I mean, like even my religion background would tell you my religious roots would tell you that there is ghosts. The Holy Spirit. So
yeah.
there is I believe there is ghosts.
That's cool. Yeah, just these are just interesting questions, nonetheless. What do you think about aliens? Do you think aliens are around or out
Uh,
there?
Now that's a well. Yeah, I believe there are people watching. Now, according to our in politics, our illegal aliens are eating people.
It's just cats for now.
Yeah. You know what? You know what's so funny? I'm gonna share this story with you.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm not a person that believes in that talks about conspiracy theories or anything like that, or just strange random things. But there's a few times. Now I live alone. There was a few times I was here in the house and I was asleep. And I think I might have woke up too fast, but I heard this noise like, I don't know if it was machinery. I don't know if somebody was watching. I don't know if I woke up too soon. So first thing I thought, I said, I wonder if I got some aliens. Yo. But yeah, man, and I watch a lot of UFO shows and stuff like that. So I'm very intrigued by it. I've heard some stories, and I've done a little research myself. I believe that there is something out there. And I'm not gonna quote unquote say the government knows it, but you can't just say some stuff like even if you know, because it's like you're gonna bring a whole bunch of uh craziness. People go, oh my God, did you know this? Because you already got the woke people, right? The woke people is gonna be even crazy with it, right?
Hmm. Yeah.
And matter of fact, not to change the subject a little bit, but I'm still on topic a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was telling somebody the other day, I don't, I'm a very conscious person of what's going on in the world, but sometimes I hate talking to people that's too woke. You ever talk to somebody that's too woke? They're so woke they still sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Man, I was talking to an old guy, and he was like, especially old black men, they always try to put you on game. He walked up to me like, "Let me tell you something, youngster. Let me tell you something. It's a conspiracy out here. They done killed Michael Jackson. They done, they done killed Prince. But Magic Johnson got full blown AIDS. He's still alive. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on."
Yeah, that's funny.
or or worse than that. You ever like talking to like a girl at a party and you saw her, you started talking to her, you're like you about to punch bull, and she's like, "Oh my God, did you know that dolphins rape other dolphins?" Like what? Like, do they use condoms?
Yeah. Well, that was my answer for what last week is it to the question, what kind of animal would you be if you got reincarnated? Mine was a dolphin.
Okay.
I like the dolphin. I mean, or dolphin. I would come back as a dolphin. They're smart. They enjoy sex.
Okay.
They even have foreplay, as I was,
Yeah.
and they're cool with humans.
Yeah. Yeah. And they speak their own language.
Yeah. All right. All right.
I don't
What would you
know.
come back as?
Hmm, that's a very good question. I don't want to do a lion, even though I like lions, and I think you know, but lions, man, lions got some strong piss, man. You ever smell a lion's piss? Oh my God, just a regular cat's piss. So you know about a lion, it's like 30 times. It's like, oh shit, a lion been here. But I don't know. That's a very good question. I don't want to be a snake because a snake slithers, ain't got no arms, can't carry nothing. It can please the ladies with their tongue, but the thing about maybe I don't know, maybe a silverback. Everybody respect a silverback. You gonna be a baby silverback. They ain't gonna fool with you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's true.
Like just look like a coat of paint just fell on the back of you. You know?
Right.
Like, but I don't know. That's a very good question. I never
That's
thought
cool.
about.
Yes.
Um,
So we're back if you go. Yeah.
um, what's this other animal? Uh, I was thinking about the other day. It's a it's a poisonous uh animal. It's almost like a honey badger. It's in the same. Oh, the dragon, Komodo dragon.
Mm.
Yeah, Komodo dragon. Man, that's a dangerous animal there, man.
So
That's a,
you want to come back as a dangerous animal is what happened.
well, I don't know. I guess maybe just somebody fearless. I don't want to come back like you know. I don't know something too too cuddly, too innocent. You know what I'm saying? I want to
Yeah,
have
yeah.
some. You know. You know. And I
Yeah,
don't know. That's not really an animal that really depict me because I consider myself a person like don't try me, but he's a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
find it. Is it a crane? No, 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 no. I don't know. That's a very
Well,
good question.
there's no wrong answer. This is,
Yeah, yeah.
Yusef, what did you say you wanted you would come back as?
Like a golden retriever owned by like rich Jews on the Upper West Side. Because I think about comfort. It's funny, I didn't even think about like what you're talking about, like having abilities and toughness and all. I was just thinking like what would be the most comfortable thing to be, you know?
That's funny as hell. Oh my God. Well, that's yeah, well, one thing. You always have some good food. You
Right? You're gonna have like people taking care of you, you're gonna have a staff, you know, like it's nice.
Yeah, yeah. See, you know what the thing about it with dogs, right? Dogs are second class citizens. But nowadays, even dogs are treated, even if you don't have a lot of money, dogs are treated so nice now. Did you know
Yeah.
that we got like diet dog food? Diet dog food, dude. That's
Yeah, and
crazy.
there's like organic, like bourgeois dog food, like made out of grass-fed beef and all this shit. And like most people don't even eat that.
I know.
But I did want to ask you though, so other than Richard Pryor, who else is on your Mount Rushmore of comedians?
So we got Eddie Murphy. Uh, I love Dave Chappelle, Chris Rock, uh, Tommy Davidson. I love physical comedy. I love good storytelling. I mean, just people that are impersonations. Oh my God. So, let me see. Robin Williams.
Hmm.
Let me see. Oh man, there's so many different people. I'm trying to get to the nitty gritty, man. But
Mhm.
Rodney Dangerfield. I'm all over the place. Lenny Bruce, Red Fox.
Hmm.
Man, I love all those guys. Oh man, I love clever comedy. That's my thing. That's my niche because I do impersonations. I do physical comedy. I do I do everything but sing-alongs. You know what I'm saying? I can't sing, but those are my go-to people, and I mean I can watch them all the time. And they always John Mulaney. I love John Mulaney.
Mhm.
I love John Mulaney. Oh my God, he's so fucking funny. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Did you ever see the movie Lenny?
Lenny,
Dustin
it's
Hoffman
been
played Lenny Bruce.
yes, I'm glad I got a chance to see a little bit of it. I didn't see all of it though. I'm
It was
definitely going
interesting.
to go back and revisit that. Man, Lenny Bruce and Richard Pryor used to go to jail for cursing on
Yeah.
stage. It was a serious thing. They have broke some boundaries that some of these young comedians don't even have appreciate. And you know what? like I say, I like cleverness, and I hate to see, and I'm not going to say names, but some of these people are cutting corners in the comedy world. They're just being called comedians. They're just actors. They happen to be in comedic situations. And if you didn't do stand up, I don't think you should be calling yourself a comedian, in my opinion. That's just me. Everybody can be witty right then and there, or a very high opinionated, or just be loud in a room. And oh my God, so and so is so funny. No, it's a craft. Put some work into it because I have to write a premise, a punchline, a setup. I have to do that stuff. I have to entertain you. And these people just come up with something that might be just corny or something like, oh, because they like them or their internet sensation of doing something silly, a bike trick, and everybody just think they're funny. That's not how it works. You got to put work in. I remember back in the days when you used to try to go and do comedy, and if the promoter saw you and you wasn't that good, like, all right, man, see you later. Come back and see us when you get a little better. Now it's like he got 1 million followers. He not that funny, but they like him. Let's sign him. And that's wrong. That's wrong.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost like behooves younger people to just be completely stupid idiots on there just because they could know that they maybe make it faster than someone with talent.
Yeah, it's like the class clown got a chance to get on stage now, you know, and
Yeah.
it's like, the guy that the teacher put out the class every so often, now he got it, and everybody think he's hilarious. And when I come there, they think I'm over analyzing stuff. Oh man, you just old man. Everybody's different, man. And the problem is we bow down to money or we bow down to positions, and we don't look at talent. We don't look at what we're bringing to the table, substance. Because
Mhm.
meetings, I have to sometimes bring people in different areas. Sometimes I like to say I have to masturbate your emotions. You know what I'm saying? I have to bring you up, then bring you down. I might talk about something serious as cancer, and it's oh, y'all like, well, we going and then I bring you back up, and you start having fun again, and that
Mhm.
takes time. Everybody don't know how to do that.
Yeah. No, that's cool. Yeah, I've enjoyed your sets. I've seen you and, been, knowing you a little for, I don't know, handful of years. We appreciate you
I
finding the
appreciate
time. I know, go
appreciate
ahead.
you. I know it's been kind of hard to catch up with me. Been doing a
That's right.
lot of stuff. Like when I leave here, I'm going to work with a nonprofit. I'm going to work the Taylor Swift concert. So always got something going on. You know me. You
Right.
know. So, but I appreciate y'all patience with me. And thank you so much for having me.
Um,
This is an honor. It really is an honor for me to be on this show. I really am happy to be a part of this. Thank you so much for the invite.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll touch base soon enough, but thanks and enjoy yourself and whatever you're doing with the Taylor Swift stuff and all that. I don't know. Are you gonna dress up as her with Halloween coming up?
No, shake it off. Shake it off. No.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank y'all so much. Nice meeting you, Yusuf, man. I
Nice meeting
appreciate
you.
you. Yeah. Will, you gotta come back out, man. Bring Yusuf with you for Comedy Gumbo when you get a chance to get a Thursday off. Y'all can come as my guest.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, we'll see how the the desires conform with the necessities. It's always the life
I,
that I have to deal with and then what I really want to do.
that's
Yeah.
true. You know, you always got the door open, you know what I'm saying? You extended family. You
No,
know, if
that's
you decide
cool.
to crawl on the stage, you're always welcome.
Appreciate it. All right, buddy. I'll speak with you soon.
All right. Thank y'all so much. Y'all have a good evening.
Thank you
Thank you.
too.